everyone, this is Silver here, and today we're going to be playing some of the Mega Man X Legacy Collection. And more specifically, in today's video, we are going to be playing Mega Man X3. So, without further ado, let's get right into the video. And if you enjoy this video, make sure you like and subscribe, and with the bell notifications turned on. Alright now, here in the Capcom logo. In the year 21XX, all the Mavericks have been neutralized thanks to the efforts of a Reploid scientist named Dr. Doppler. Using his neurocomputer, he has been able to suppress any abnormal behavior in the Reploids and prevent them from going berserk. Many of the most advanced Reploids have gathered near their new monitor and founded Doppler Town, a perfect utopian community. Obviously, it's not so perfect. With Dr. Doppler guiding them, the world seemed ready to enter a new golden age. After a few months... The Mavericks, who were supposed to have been neutralized by the neurocomputer, suddenly appeared and began to riot. At Maverick Hunter HQ, all the intelligence indicated that Dr. Doppler was the mastermind behind this invasion. Soon, the call went out to X and Zero to destroy the invading Mavericks and bring Dr. Doppler to justice. Maverick Hunter X and Zero dispatch. I think that's something from, A few hours later, emergency contact was made by the headquarters of Maverick Hunter. Oh no. This is the headquarters of Maverick Hunter. We are under attack from the Doppler Force. All units return to base immediately and return fire. God, that was something. That was something else with that voice. Damn, that's sick. As always, you know the drill with this. God, it's already hot in my room. Jesus, I need a fucking AC. I need to put in the AC in my room. As always, I switched dash to RB because of the fact that because that's how I prefer to dash. I feel like I need two fingers to do it. Without further ado, let's get right into the meat and potatoes of the game. And we start off with the opening stage as usual. As you can see. As you can see, the Maverick Hunter HQ base is being under attack, but as you can see, X and Zero both respectively as badasses with their attacks, decide to go hammer them. X, I'll clear out the enemies out here. You go ahead and deal with the ones inside. Sorry, in the last video I didn't have as deep a voice with Zero. To be fair, he was only introduced. You only get to see him. You get to see him so late in the game. But that's the last moment. Hey, he saves our asses there. And again, as always, I just defaulted to. That was me simply defaulting to oh, these guys are the guys who mainly drop the HP low, but I default to collecting any and all HP drops. Simply out of habit. Mac, where you been? Mac, where you been? Well, that was a dick move. You are far too trusting, X. You are far too trusting, X. Now, I am a member of Doppler's army. You will make a fine addition to our forces once you have been shown the true destiny of a Reploid race, And then X gets taken. But who's to show up? What? Zero himself. You see the ceiling tiles fall in, just like he did. And obviously, Zero has to save X's ass. I'm gonna keep this, because this last attack here, wait, I'm gonna show you. Oh, whoopsie. Normally I try to, oh, and that's the second time that happened. Damn it! Alright. I'm gonna show you what this next attack is that I've been holding for the God knows how long. That's the Z-Saber attack! Just to look like a badass and save the day. That's actually save time. Are you alright, X? Thanks, Zero. I'm okay. Okay, I'll check around headquarters and again, be on your guard, X. Obviously, you know the drill. I was only doing that to solve for time for, oh my god. You know else I'll do that. You know else I'll be doing that. But yeah. As you can see, most of the enemies seem like they're cleared out. But there's one last thing, and that's obviously the boss of this. Now you'll see the Doppler logo was obviously there. Now this boss is a little harder. Now the opening stage boss in X2 was kind of meant to be easy because, like, you know, I think it's meant to represent like a I don't know, like, you can see that it was easy because it's the opening stage, but it still had some difficulty to it. But not much because not me because I'm so goddamn awesome. Looks like we swept most of the enemy. Yeah, looks like we swept most of the enemies out of here. I'll go back and check on HQ. Call me if you need me. See you later, X. So, the reason why he says that is because you get to play as Zero in this game. However, I'm not going to be doing that for the majority of this run. For the majority of this run, I will not be doing it. So, without further ado, let's get into our first stage. That is Tunnel Rhino stage. And what I'm going to be getting in this stage, aside from what I'm going to be getting in this stage is I'm going to be getting the sub-tank. However, there's more I can get in this stage. However, unfortunately, as of right now, I'm unable to get it. So right here is a heart piece, but unfortunately, at the moment, I cannot get it. So, I'll have to just get the sub-tank, which I can get. Another thing you can get in this stage is the head parts for the X3 armor. However, unfortunately, that's also blocked off by a rock. So as I said before, the only thing I can get in this stage at the moment is the sub-tank. And honestly, that's perfectly fine with me. Now, the reason why there's these rooms here is... Now, you see these rooms here, right? I'll explain the reason as to why they exist later on in this video, when the proper time comes. That's what she said. Okay. Takes 3 shots to kill him. There's always some basic bitch enemy that cannot be defeated with your most powerful shot you can do with a buster. As you've seen with an X1 and an X2. And as you can see, this is a boulder that holds the head armor part hostage. We can't get to that right now, so we're not going to worry about it. Now, one thing that we are going to do here... Now this is a mini-boss fight. Now I'm going to show you some key strikes here, assuming I don't fuck it up. But, yeah. I'm just going to, assuming RNG decide to be nice to me. That was my doing. Whoop. My doing again. Now I'm at low health, so I can't take another hit. Okay, in this game, you'll notice me dying more than I did in X1 and 2 combined. And I'm not talking, purposefully either. I'm talking like, I'll die not from my own I'll die more times from my own stupidity and other... Right there! I died from my own stupidity. Now I had to do the fight again. Alright, second attempt at it. Because I had to do the fight again. Right. That never happens. And right there, I just beat him at the right time. Perfect execution, 10 out of 10. Yeah, I took some hits, I'm probably gonna die within one hit anyway, which... 4 units? Really? It's usually 3 or 5. Jeez. Oh, well, look at that, I got... Oh, look at that, I got a lucky break, and like... Oh, look at that, you got a lucky break. Oh, don't get hit with that. I hate how the edges of the letters have hitboxes. Alright. Did try to. Whoa. Yep, okay, I'm gonna. Haha, yep. Alright. Tunnel Rhino fight. Now, I'm most likely gonna die to this fight, but honestly, who cares? Again, you'll see me dying in this game more than I did in X1 and 2 combined, and again, not to my own. And again, and again, this is not gonna be really my own doing. It's mainly just gonna be, oh. This fight is quite tedious, sometimes. At times this fight can be tedious, at other times it can be... Well, yeah, that's an example of it being tedious. And I do it with... I fight him without weakness both times too, which is a pain in the ass. I'm most likely gonna do dodging from the get-go, so... Y'all need to see my struggle with this boss, so yeah, you're stuck with that. Nope. Nope. No! Damn it! Fuck this RNG! Right there, that is the Tunnel Rhino fight. The weapon. Okay, I'm gonna let you see the cutscene again. Again, I'll let you see the first special weapon cutscene, and then I won't show you the weapon cut, and I won't show you the weapon cutscene, and I'll skip it every other time, just to save time. It is actually a pretty good cutscene. And the weapon I get from Tunnel Rhino is Tornado Fang. That was essentially the cutscene, but yeah. And with that, my next Maverick stage I go into is gonna be Blizzard Buffalo. Now, what I'm gonna be getting in here, aside from the Harpies, which I can get in this stage, is going to be the head part. It's gonna be the foot parts and the sub tank. Which I'll need the foot parts to get the sub tank. So, yeah, that'll be fun. But right now I'm gonna switch to Tornado Fang. I'm gonna just do that. That is actually something I can do with Tornado Fang, and it's actually pretty cool, honestly. It is pretty decent. It's not OP, but I mean, later on you're gonna get the opportunity to see shit that gets done with it. Okay, wow, asshole, you're just gonna, okay. Ooh, whoa, hey, yo, let me fucking. That was in vain. Oh, at least I got my sub tank filled up a little bit. No! You better drop shit. You better drop it. You better drop shit. You better drop shit. Alright. There's no mini boss in this stage as far as I'm concerned. Just an empty arena. Nothing's here for now. I had to specify the for now part. Now you see the sub, yeah, that. Honestly, it's just a climb up here. Oops, oh, damn it. Yeah. Just gotta climb up here. And in the next room here is the, yeah, so this is sub-tank, but I need the, foot parts to get it, which, obviously, like in the last game, the foot parts give me the, oh, shit. They give me the, they give me the sub-tank, I mean, yeah, sub-tank. They give me the air depth, oh, shit, god damn it. There you go. So, like in the last game, the foot parts give me this, give me the air dash. Now I'm being real careful, make sure I don't end up dying out of the stage. Because, I have died out of the stage. Just like in... I've died out of the stage just like that before. Oh my god. Alright, so... Yeet! Okay. I'm off screen. Oh, you fucker! You fucker! Come on, stop! 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 No, actually, stop! No, stop! Oh my god, no, the precious HP. No, all that precious HP going to waste! No! Usually takes me a few tries to get it. Good, I refill my HP at the very least. I wish I could get the hell job, but it's just teasing me. Alright. Finally, I got it! So! Oh. Wait. Wait! I'm like, wait! It didn't trigger! Okay, so, I'm not gonna read you... So, again, I'm not gonna read you the Dr. Light capsule, text boxes. Instead, I'm gonna... Fuck, sorry. I'm gonna input my own... I'm gonna give you Silver's cookie cutter explanation of it. This is the leg parts. It gives you the air dash. But not only does it give you the air dash, it allows you to dash vertically. It gives you the ability to vertically air dash as well, not just horizontally. And there is Silver, and with that, that is what I call Silver's cookie color explanation of, oh, you fucking prick. You fucking prick, you can suck my dick. I have to get this now, I don't feel safe getting the thing. Alright. And that is how I got in the... that is how you get the... and that is how you get the sub-tank in this stage. 2 sub-tanks in a row, that's pretty nice. Yeah, 2 sub-tanks in a row with the map order I'm doing. Yeah, it's a good deal. It is a good deal. Now I'm gonna do that again. Instead of being a fuck-up. right now it doesn't want to give me a... Oh, that's what you call HP duping. Not really, but it works. Okay, so, to beat Blizzard Buffalo, there is a quick strat to doing it. That's a weird ass fucking pose. There is a quick strat to doing it, and you have to have perfect timing. Ask me how I know. Because apparently, if you're up in the air, when he turns his back, his big fat fucking forehead can't fucking see you. And thus, puts him in a stun lock. Now, I am subject to fuck this up. So, if I do, that's fine. You're most likely gonna see a cut to, a successful attempt, but obviously, if you're seeing this, that means I didn't fuck it up. So, if you're seeing this uncut, then again, obviously, I didn't fuck anything up. But yeah, that's a Blizzard Buffalo fight. Easy as hell. And now the weapon I get from this is... Oh god, I forget what the weapon is called. Oh, Frost Shield. The weapon you get from Blizzard Buffalo is Frost Shield. And now here's a low cutscene. He is a Maverick Hunter. I failed to catch last... He is a Maverick Hunter I failed to catch last time. I had no idea he is so powerful. Bit and bite. Bring that Maverick Hunter to me, alive if possible. Bit and bite. Affirmative, Dr. Doppler. That's both bit and bite speaking, by the way. And Vial. And that right there is Vial Mark II. Alive, Dr. Doppler. You are so kind. Watch your mouth, or I'll put you back where I found you. Even with your enhancements, you're still no match for me. Notice how the text box just says Mysterious Maverick. They don't even bother to put a space there because they probably couldn't. Thanks for the upgrade, Doc. Thanks for the upgrade, Doc. Thanks for the upgrade, Doctor. But I have a score to settle. And I will do it my way. That is the voice I'm going to be doing for Doppler. I intended to kind of go for somewhat of a Darth Vader voice, but hey. Fine, just make sure you do it. I still can't believe that Maverick Hunter defeated my master twice in the past. I believe he is referring to Sigma. And obviously, as always, I'm gonna save. And my next boss I'm gonna go into is gonna be Blast Hornet. Now, as you can see here, I'm able to skip the cutscene. I'm gonna skip them just to save time. So right now, this game, other than the normal shit that you had to go for, which is the armor parts, the tanks and sub-tanks, you also happen to have the ride armors. Another collectible you have in this game is the ride armors. And that is the first thing I'm going to be getting in this. And that's what I'm going to be getting in this game, obviously aside from the hard tank. Which I kind of will use it to get the hard. Which I'm kind of going to use it to get the hard tank. Not really. Yes and no. You don't really need the right armor to get it, but you can still do it with. But the right armor kind of makes it easier. And I'll show you that. And and I'll be showing you that in a little bit. Now, one thing to note with this is, within the next 3 stages, I'll have a chance to beat Bit. I'll have a chance to, fight Bit, and I'm gonna try to beat him in this. I'm gonna try to do it in this one just so you can save time, because Bit shows up in your 3rd, 4th, and 5th stages. Now for me, that's gonna be this one, Toxic Seahorse, and Neon Tiger, and then Toxic Seahorse, in that order. For this one. And Bite is gonna show up in... And Bite shows up in your 7th and 8th one that you go into. 7th or 8th one that you go into, which is either, which for me could either be, okay. So I'm gonna use Tornado Fang for this. But, yeah. Anyway. So, and then Bite shows up in, and Bite shows up anywhere from 7th and 8th stage, whereas for me, it's, Volt Cat. Yeah, wait. 5th. Sorry, and your 6th, 7th, or 8th. Sorry. And for me, that's most likely gonna be, Volt Catfish, Gravity Beetle. Oh, yeah, no. Gravity Beetle, Volt Catfish, and then Crushed Crawfish. And I just said to you my Maverick order, which is something I didn't do in the last 2 videos, but I was doing that to kind of explain to you, when I'll get to meet, Bit and Bite. But hey, it's perfectly fine. The only way I can actually get... I'm only going off the information I've been given, and, well, yeah. And, as you can see, I am trying to destroy these guys themselves. One, to gain HP, to have a chance of getting HP from it. Because these guys mainly drop HP, if anything. And that's what I'm trying to do. And with that, I've defeated that. I've gotten rid of this. I never actually chose to do the flash shot here. And by the way, that is my first armor. It's the Enright armor. It's the Enright armor. I think it's called the Chimera armor. Don't quote me on that though. Yeah, it's a Chimera armor, which is a lot like the armor from X1. And there's more right armors, and I'll explain to you what they are as I get them. This is a fight with it, and I knew the circumstances I needed, and I was just doing that as a test. Welcome, Mega Man. Yeah, sorry. Welcome, X. I'm Bit. I have my orders. You are to be destroyed. And essentially, that kicks off the fight. His weakness is... Now, I had to kill him with his weakness, Frost Shield, or he'll run away to the next stage I go to. So, which is why I'm actually switching to Frost Shield, because if I don't have to use a boss weakness, I won't. As you kind of noticed that with my last few... When I was in my playthrough of X1 and 2, you noticed that if I didn't have to use the weaknesses, I didn't. And that is to add a bit of a challenge. And that's not only to add a bit of a challenge, but to show, because to me, it just feels better to use them without the weaknesses. Okay, so, that's happening. Oh, I should have used a sub-tank. Okay. So since I died out of the stage, well, I didn't intend to die out of the stage, but I didn't have any lives. But notice, I can actually grab the Enright armor from here if I really wanted to. So I can grab it twice within the stage. This is the only stage where you can grab a right armor 2 times. I'm actually gonna do that. Whoop! That was my dumb mistake. An honest mistake there. I don't actually think it was gonna come to fruition, but yeah, that's my dumb mistake I made there. That's my one dumb mistake for this video. Yeah. Again, that is my one dumb. That's my one dumb mistake for the video. That's my one dumb mistake for the video that I will make. That you will be aware that I make. Yeah, no. I don't feel safe. Yeah, no. Yeah, I did that, because yes. I had to refight this guy again, so I'm gonna cut to just before the fight with, Bit. Alright. Here's my second attempt at the Bit fight, by the way, yeah, sorry, yeah. I guarantee this attempt is gonna be successful. Okay, well, whatever. No, I'm popping a second. I'm popping something. I don't care. I need to. I'm not getting this close again. I don't care how much it was some. This Reploid's special abilities are too. No, it can't be. I can't be. Gah! And he dies. Yeah. This guy had a very pathetic death. Alright. It's a good thing I don't have to fight the boss that actually has that weakness. Right here, it's just a straight shot to Gravity Beetle. Alright, well. Alright, well. Gravity Beetle fight. Very simple, straightforward. And in the last video, you may remember me mentioning that bosses have one of two things that they do. They either have, at their halfway point of this fight, they either add something to their already existing attack patterns, or they toss whatever attack patterns their existing attack patterns out the window, and you'll see that Gravity Beetle kind of does the latter, and you'll see what I mean by that shortly later on in the fight. So you see I'm just doing this. You see his attack patterns that he's doing. You notice that he sticks his ass out at me. He then charges at me with his ass, and then he just and then he's just circling around the room. He's just circling around the boss room, which is fucking pathetic if you ask me. I'm gonna pop another sub-tank because I have to. Because I feel I have to. I'm confident in my skills, but I'm not that good. Although I have confidence in my skills, again, as I said before, I'm not that good. I'm not a prodigy, so don't fucking get me wrong for that. And that is the end of the Gravity Beetle fight. And, well, I ended up on 3 units of health. And by 3 units, I mean the 3 little tick marks there. Each little tick mark there is pretty much a unit of HP. And I ended up with 3 units. It's kind of like when you end up on a unit of HP. It's kind of like ending off on... It's kind of like being on half a heart in Minecraft, essentially. That's the best way to put it. And this weapon here is... It's something bomb. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't even think I want to try. Okay, and... Okay, so... The next boss I'm gonna do is Neon Tiger. Now... Now, what I'm gonna get here, aside from the heart piece, is going to be... a sub-tank. It's going to be another sub-tank, and it's going to be, yeah. The third sub-tank, okay, yeah, so, yeah, my mind's blanking here, sorry, but aside from the heart tank, what I'm going to get in this stage is going to be, it's going to be the, sub-tank and the, it's the sub-tank and the arm parts here. Which, the arm parts I'm going to explain to you, later. When the time comes. When I'm about to get them, essentially. Because, you know, it's better to have slight bit of ignorance until the end. And the arm parts, I'm actually gonna, the location of where they are, I'm coming up to them real shortly. And as you can see, I just do that. Tornado Fang, just gonna clear this out. And then, well... Yeah, sorry. Sorry for my heavy breathing there, it's just, yeah. Respiratory system's So now... So... Enough with Light's explanation. Finally gave you Silver's cookie color explanation on what the fuck this is. So, this is your arm part, right? Well, what does it do? Well, essentially, it allows X to use both arms again, but this time, it basically covers the entire screen, just like that. Now, there's something you can do with this, where you can just go... Now, it is not as OP as the one in X2, but, however, as I'm going to demonstrate too, you can just go like that, and that, you can do it separately. They give you some semblance of the X2, again, as I was saying before, you can give yourself some semblance of having the X2 arm parts, if you want to, but that's entirely optional. Wow. And I get to test out and I get to play with my new, and the game so kindly and generously lets me play with my new toy. Now, you'll notice something here. You hear that hit there? That, I just manipulated hitboxes, and through this entire mini-boss fight, I'm going to be doing just that, manipulating hitboxes. And I'm actually doing that a lot more now than I am going to. You'll see me doing it a few more times in this game, but right now, just bask in the glory of me doing this fight. Oh. He never comes out of the same place that he went into, the general location wise. Oh. Oh. I'm not having as good of a time with this. Usually I have a better time with this! Usually I have a better time with this, but apparently it wants to be difficult. Oh, fuck. Why not? Why not? No, be more difficult. Be more difficult with me. I like it. Don't let me don't worry. Just don't let me manipulate hitboxes like I want to demonstrate here. Be an asshole. Why don't you pay for your crimes? No. Ah, that's fine. Now that that fight is out of the way, goddamn, I fucking can't speak right. I'm gonna grab this because I kinda don't really, for two reasons. One, so I can grind for my tanks to be full. Alright, well, hopefully I don't kill this, because if I kill this... Oh, oh, oh. No, I don't want to kill this stuff. If I kill the right armor, I can't use it again. I learned that the hard way. You can always resummon them, but if you kill... Okay, if you outright... Okay, if you let the right armor die, you can't respawn it. However, you can always regen its health. However, you can always just regen its health if you just abandon it somewhere in the stage. As long as you don't outright kill it. Also, I mentioned earlier in the video how I can play as Zero. The reason as to why I'm not playing as Zero right now is because if you die as Zero, you cannot play as him ever. You cannot play as him again in the stage. You can't play as him again in the game. And there's a there's a certain item I need to get that requires me to be able to play as Zero. So yeah. Now, while I'm grinding here, I'm just going to cut to, when I actually have my sub-tanks full. So, yeah. I will, see you then. Peace. Yeah. Yeah. So, I'll be seeing you when all these sub-tanks are full. Peace. Yeah, as you can see, my sub-tanks are almost full, so I'm just going to show you the last bit of my grinding session, my grinding here, because honestly, it doesn't really matter. God damn. Oh, and I'm done. I need to hear the sound that indicates that I'm done. I'm only been right over now because I don't need it. Or I can't bring it into the doors with me. Oh, okay. Sometimes if you beat a bit early, you might end up getting to beat fight. You might end up being able to fight early, or just as early. And upcoming is gonna be me getting the heart tank, which as you can use is just an air dash and up to here, which is pretty convenient. I wonder, is it possible to... Well, on to the Neon Tiger fight, which, the reason why I was filling up my sub-tanks there was, oh. He says, well, see, Neon Tiger is... He's a little bit of a pain in the ass to fight, honestly. He is. You're probably wondering, yo, what the hell do you mean by that? Well, well, my dear viewers, I'm going to show you what I mean. Notice how RNG kept screwing me over? That is because that is a result. That is part of why he is a pain in the ass to fight. Another reason is simply because of the fact, well, he can't decide what attack he wants. Now, later on in this fight, he's gonna add on a different attack. Oh. But yeah, all I have to do is play the waiting game and know how to time my attacks right. And it's actually recommended by... I recommend, as you can see here, I would recommend... It was not obvious by the fact that I have all 3 sub-tanks full now. I recommend going to this fight with your 3 sub-tanks full. It'll make your life a lot easier. And you'll actually feel a lot... I guarantee you, you are gonna feel so much safer doing this fight. Yep, just like that, I have to pop in the sub-tank, which, no biggie for me. Oh, he just added on the attack. I see, I just kept shooting her until... Now, obviously, if you're good enough, like, if you're good at this game like me, you only really need 1 or 2, you really only need at least, at most, if you're good at this fight like I am, you'll be able to do this fight with using at most 2 sub-tanks, but I recommend, filling all 3 sub-tanks that you have, because, well, you know, it's better than need it and not have it. Well, it's better than have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Let's just say that. It's better for your time reasons and, for your own sanity's sake. Yeah. But the next stage I'm going to be going into is Toxic Seahorse, and take a listen. This is a banger of a number right here for this stage. Honest to God, it is. It is pretty damn good of a song. Again, I highly 10 out of 10 recommend you play this game, because the music is pretty good. Alright. So instead of dead silence, you might... So whenever those moments in the stage run go silent, okay, I do have to note, I did mention what I'd be getting in the stage. So, aside from the heart piece, what I'm getting in this stage is, wait, my mind just blanked out. It's gonna be the ride armor. It's gonna be another ride armor. And it's gonna be the K ride armor. Also, here's a hard tank as well. Yeah, that's about... Yeah, aside from a hard tank, which I just got in there, I'm gonna be getting the next ride armor. And you'll get to see what that is and you'll get to see what ride armor that is in a little bit. Hopefully they give me an opportunity to play with my new toy. It's not a woman. Oh god. Alright, well... Oh yeah, wait. Oh yeah, and I will also be getting a sub-tank as well. Another sub-tank as well. Yeah. I was trying to think of what it was. I figured I would be getting a sub-tank here, but I didn't actually know. Because my brain was blanking there for a second. Hope you do not mind the fact that my brain was blanking. Oh no, wait, never mind. Yeah, that's the right armor. Yeah, the K right armor. The K right armor there. It's called the kangaroo armor, and it's kind of functions similarly to how it does in X1, or I mean, sorry, in X2. And here's something I'm going to show you. And this right here is going to be something I'm going to show you. But I'm not actually going to interact with it in any way. So if you come up here, this is a pink light capsule, right? Okay, well, you see. Oh, shit, I just triggered a cutscene. Nope, 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 nope. I'm not gonna interact with that. I'm not gonna go in there. Instead, I'm gonna wait until later on, until the end of the game, because wherever there isn't a light. So notice the stage that I didn't mention a light capsule, any kind of part there. There's those pink light capsules in place of them. The reason why I didn't mention them is because of the fact that I'm not going to be getting them in this run. I'm not going to be getting those. Those are optional, and I'm not going to get them anyway. So, instead, I'll be. But there's going to be a pink light capsule that I'm going to see at the end of the game. At the end of the game, in the second Doppler stage, that I'll be getting later. But without further ado, let's focus on let's focus on this run now, shall we? Alright. Let's focus on the rest of the stage. I just want to note that, just so I can note that I wasn't going to be getting those. And the fact that that's why I didn't mention them in all the other stages I was in. That's all. But right now we're coming up to a mini-boss fight, which, in my general opinion, with the arm parts is actually pretty easy. Also, I like the idea of you having to go through the sewers to get to this boss. It's honestly quite nice. I think I just like the boss. I think I just like the music better. This mini boss is actually mighty generous, as he has all of 2 attacks that he does, and they don't do shit to me. And right as you see there, I have beaten him. This is the most easiest mini boss I've ever fought, and am going to fight in my entire life. This is probably easier, but this one's the easiest in this game. So, ooh, an extra life, we take those. That's a rare thing. One of them actually rare to be dropped. For reasons. So, no, there's not something in the stage. What I got there was the K ride armor, the kangaroo armor. It's what it's actually called. Which is essentially the ride armor. It functions similarly to the ride armor that you get in X2, minus the half-ass ability of flight. But yeah, there's that. Now, because I have Toxic Seahorse's weakness, I'm gonna use it in this fight. And obviously his weakness, as you can see here, is Frost Shield, and I'm gonna be doing that right now. Now this boss pops. Now this guy I haven't beaten. This is the only boss. Now this is one of few bosses I actually Now, in this game, you'll realize that there's... Now, X1, there's bosses that I beat with their weakness. X2, they're not as many. And there's not as much that I'm willing to beat with their weak... that I'm willing to beat with just the Buster Shots themselves. In X2, however, in this one, there's like maybe one or two. There's maybe one or two that I beat with their weakness at the end of the game when I go to refight them, and I think that's Tunnel Rhino and maybe one other one, but don't quote me on that. And honestly, for me, it's pretty much whatever I decide at the moment on a whim. Like, do I have it? It's a matter of I have his weakness. Do I want to use it? Because, oh yeah, no. The two that I don't use the weakness on is Tunnel Rhino and Blizzard Buffalo, and that's the only two that I do not use their weakness on, even when I refight them. So without further ado, the next stage I'm going to go into is Gravity Beetle stage. And, yeah. It's pretty simple, straightforward. And another banger! And as you can listen here, another banger. So, yeah. Aside from the heartbeat, I don't know. Okay, I'm trying to think here. This game I play off of muscle memory. So, aside from the heartbeats here, which if I didn't beat Gravity Beetle first, there'd be blocks. There'd be, hold on, let me show you. There'd be these blocks that are in the way of them if I didn't beat, Blast Hornet stage first. I find it funny how Blast Hornet and Gravity Beetle stages both complement each other greatly. Both complement each other greatly with, in a sense of, like, what's in the stages. Oh, shit. In a sense of, like, what's in these stages. What happens when you beat these stages? What circumstances are met? Because in Blast Hornet stage, you may remember seeing a little bit of a cargo carrier there, right? Well, if I beat this stage here, you don't get to see you're not gonna get to see that. You don't get to see that. If you beat Gravity Beetle stage before Blast Hornet, you don't have to deal with that cargo carrier. However, if you beat Blast Hornet stage prior to this one, you get easy access. You get essentially what I like to call free real estate to the heart piece. You have free access to the heart piece. And with again the heart tank, that's the only prerequisite to getting it. You just need to beat Blast Hornet stage first. Anyway, nice to meet you, X. I am Bite. I have been programmed to exterminate you. Now, his weakness. Now, Bite's weakness is Ray Splasher, and that's exactly what I'm going to use on him in this fight. So, both Bit and Bite, to note, you have both Bit, Bite, and Biomark 2. You have to beat all of them with their weaknesses, or else they'll run away and you'll have to beat them either in a later stage, or you'll have to refight them at the end of the game. And with Bit and Bite, they amalgamate into another Maverick altogether. And then with Biomark 2, I never actually had to refight Biomark 2 in this game. I've only had to ever refight. I've only accidentally had to refight Bit and Bite, but that's beside the point. But now I have beaten Bite, so I don't have to worry about refighting them, refighting Bit or Bite. No! How can this great power be generated from within such an ancient machine? Well done, X. The victory is yours. This guy gracefully just takes his defeat. I like how this guy just gracefully just takes the L on this one. He's like, yep, I took, like, I, bitch, or I bite, gracefully takes. He's basically like, I bite, will gracefully take the L in this fight. And that's essentially what he does. Bite essentially just gracefully takes the L. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, another right arm. Again, I'm telling you, as I said before, my brain was blanking. Um, that's be that's beside the point. I could be tired. I don't know what it is. I honestly couldn't tell you. Oop, oop. Let me go that guy. I could have gone. Boo! I like this stage music. No, okay. No, I know where I get it now. Again, sorry, my brain is blanking as to when I get my next sub tank, and it's much later in the stage than you think. Oh, I get to demonstrate to you the kangaroo armor. So, so this, so this right here is the kangaroo armor. As I said before, it functions similarly to how it does in X2, but you don't, but you don't get to fly. And this, I might as well showcase to you now. I'm not going to use it at all, but I might as well just showcase to you. This is this is a frog armor. It's not that useful. It's more useful on water, underwater than it is on land. But basically, yeah. This is the, kangaroo armor. It's pretty OP, actually. Yeah. The least of things. Now that right there, So, Gravity Beetle's weakness is also Ray Splasher, but luckily I still have enough in there, probably because I picked up a shit ton of I probably picked up a shit ton of ammo drops for it without realizing it. So yeah. Yeah, Ray Splasher is Gravity Beetle's weakness. So without further ado, let's get right into the fight. This is gonna be super easy, and it'll probably take little to no time. I don't even know what this guy's gimmick is. Like, I don't even know what this guy's half health gimmick is because I never let him trigger it. But I would assume it's giving himself a few frames of invulnerability. There is a fine line between iframes and invulnerability. That little frame release shit that you see on him, that's an invulnerable. That's basically a shield, essentially. Gravity well is what I get from this boss, and I'm gonna actually be using that in the next stage. But I'm not gonna be using that as soon as you think because the next stage is Volt Catfish. However, as I noted before, I'm not gonna be using it right away. Instead, actually, yeah, I've got yes, yeah, okay. So, okay, so I'm gonna go down here. Now, why is there this? Now, why is there? Now you may be wondering why. Why is there this inconspicuous platform here that takes me down? Why is there this inconspicuous castle here? Well, let's go into it and find out. Because I'll come here. There's a secret stage. Why is there a secret stage here? Well, this just so happens to be a Vile fight. Who am I fighting again? Vile. Why? Because I don't want to have to re-fight him in the later stages. Alright, making sure I have all my ammo straightened out. And, okay, so, while Vile's weakness is in fact Race Slasher, I had to fight him with his Buster for the first half of the fight, because, I'll show you why in a minute, he's gonna be he's gonna be in a ride armor, which means I have to do it. I have you trapped, X. Vile, Zero and I destroyed you years ago. This factory is set. This factory is set to explode in a matter of minutes. Until then, I'll try to keep you busy. And the fight starts here. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I feel like I'm doing little to no damage to him. Yeah, but I had to destroy his, right armor first before I can actually kill him. And I had to actually kill him to, whoa. I don't know any other weakness I can use on his right armor here. Also, I like how it's that nice black color. A nice black color. Also, oh no, god damn it! I'm using me as a pitch. Stop using me as a as a pin cushion. God damn you. I don't want your tiny little tri-dick. I don't want to be fucked by your tri-dick. By your tri-dick hands. Oh, well, that's the first half of the firefight. Now I gotta switch to Race Splasher. And this is pretty much easy, smooth sailing from here. Alright, there's a Papa Sub tank. I didn't use this. Wait, yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember shit. God damn. And that is the Vile fight. Don't think this is the end, X. I will hunt you to the day you. Okay, I was trying to add in some dramatic effect there. Yep, he's dead. He's actually dead. I don't know. I don't remember if he comes back in another game or not. Alright. Swap to my buster. I'm gonna full charge it. Yeah, I like how this game actually indicates you when it's fully charged instead of the half-ass version of it. I'm gonna take that extra life because why not? Nope, nope. No, no, no. Okay. Great, perfect! I'm at full health too. Oh my god, that's perfect. That's perfect. Because notice I go back into the stage um with everything how it was when I left it. So Race Slasher is heavily depleted because of heavy use of it, etc. I'm gonna try and not get hit by those. If I take damage, it's just damage using items. Okay, I have to go. No, this isn't one where I have to go, is it? Okay, no, alright. My brain is for some reason blanking. And it probably is the heat because it is very hot in here. Like I'm not even joking either. It is actually pretty hot in this room. I still have yet to put an AC in my oops, shit. Also right here is a heart tank. Oh, and I forgot to mention here, during all the excitement of the fight, I forgot to mention that aside from the heart tank, which obviously I just got in there, what I'm gonna get here is I'm gonna be getting the body armor, which which I'll explain to you what that is very shortly. I'm making sure there's no spikes up above. Okay, so again, I'm here to give you Silver's cookie cutter explanation of it. This is the body armor. What does it do? It protects you 50%. But if you get hit, there is a shield around you that protects you even further up to another 25% further. So at most it protects you up to 75% from 75% of damage that you take. So that is actually perfect because this is pretty OP. Now, as you can see, since I fought both Bit and Bite, I'm not gonna be able. I don't have to fight them again. I fought Bite, Bit, Bite, and Biomark 2, so I do not have to fight them ever again in this game alone, which is fun. I'm gonna go with the Kangaroo Armor, and in this stage, I also forgot to mention, I'm actually gonna be getting my last. And this stage, which I also forgot to mention, I'm gonna be getting the fourth and final heart piece. I'm sorry, I mean the fourth and final sub-tank that you get in this game. And in the next stage, and in the And in a later stage, I'm going to be getting... Wait, yeah, this way here. In a later stage, I'm going to be getting, the last right armor. And so, I'm gonna... Oh, and I'm gonna have to backtrack to Tunnel Rhino stage. Why? Well, simple. Remember earlier in this video remember earlier in this video when I was in Tunnel Rhino stage, I mentioned about how I couldn't get the heart piece then and there. Well, I will now have a weapon the weapon I actually need to use to get said heart piece and said head parts. And well, I actually, in my normal run, now, for this run, I'm going to, backtrack there right after the stage here. Oh, yeah. Well, Catfish's weakness is Tornado Fang, and I'm gonna use it right now. Now, as you can see, what I like to refer to it as is, bubble crab it. And why do I refer to it as bubble crabbing it? Well, simple. What exactly am I doing? I'm trying to have Volt Catfish go in the direction of where the tornado drill bits are going, and well, that's exactly what I'm doing. Oh. That's unexpected. Now, here on out, I'm just essentially putting him in a sunlock. How? Well, well, as I'm saying here, I have him in sunlock, right? Now, I think the direct reaction's a little delayed there, but anyway, that's him beaten. I like how he has that gimmick at the end of, at the halfway point of this fight, and which allows me to just, as I was doing there, I just put him in a sunlock. Because, well, because this boss, for some reason, Will Catfish for some reason is so adamant about finishing that animation that he will repeat it every time he's interrupted. Now, the weapon I got from him is Triad Thunder, and I'm going to be using that when I backtrack in the Tunnel Rhino stage. Why? Well, to get two things that I couldn't get before. That being the, oh shit. Okay. That being the, heart tank and the head parts. And that will complete the entirety of the X armor. And actually armor. Well, almost. Because you see, I need to use the Triad Thunder here. Because the charged, charging up Triad Thunder is actually OP. It's pretty fucking OP. So, that being said, obviously, as you just seen what I can do, it pretty much just, well, it made the ground shake. It's charging it. I've already gotten that. I think, no, I don't know. Whatever. Now, I will not have to do the mini-boss fight, thank God. Because, well, they're all before that point. That mini-boss in this stage acts as the halfway point of the stage. So, that means I don't have to fight him now. Right. Now, I'll begin that. I could have gotten it to fill up my sub-tanks, but whatever. Because upcoming here is... Whoa. I don't want to leave this stage yet. But upcoming here is, this part here, where I need to just, yeah, release that supercharged, Tried Thunder, making the ground shake, to again get the head parts. Now, what do the head parts? Now, I'm gonna let this text box go away, and I'm gonna give you the silver cookie color explanation of it. Well, so, this is a head part. What does it do? Well, it gives you a scan of the entire map and essentially shows you where certain collectibles and shit are. And that is basically my cookie cutter explanation of it. Obviously, you see nothing on the map there because I wiped this place clean of everything that you could possibly get. So, without further ado, I'm going to leave this stage here, and I'm going to be going into Crush Crawfish stage, which is my last Maverick. I'm not going to save there, even though I should have, but oh well. Crush Crawfish is my last and final Maverick of the 8 Mavericks I have to fight. Now, aside from the heart piece here, what am I... Now, I'm going to be getting... Now, aside from the heart piece, I'm going to be getting the final... the final ride armor in this game, that being the Hawk armor, and then I'm going to use that to then get the... And I'm going to use that to get the heart piece, and you'll explain... And you'll see how in a little bit. So I use Tried Thunder to get the Hawk armor, and then I'm going to climb back up here ever so tediously. As you see there's that panel there to get myself the ride armor. I do just that. The Hawk armor, well, I'm demonstrating to you right now. It's essentially, as you fly, shoots missiles. That's basically just it. It's the bit of the ride armor from X2 that could fly. So, yeah. The X2 armor was divvied up into 2 separate kinds of ride armors. This and the kangaroo armor, which are both equally OP in their own right. So, without further ado, we are going to head into this area here. This is a mini boss. So that is where Bit or Bite would come to fight you, but obviously I already beat them, so I don't have to worry about that. So, there is I think there is a mini boss in the stage. Not all of them do, but some of them do. Oh, and if I didn't beat Vile in this stage, if I didn't beat Vile in Volt Catfish stage, I would have had to beat him here. And this is where you would have dropped into. Just a fun little fact there. I like Crush Crawfish stage a lot. It's pretty good. Now, this guy, I don't have to... I'm not gonna have to fight him. I'm not gonna try to fight him if I don't have to. And I did not, but I still had to I still ended up taking damage from him. This guy doesn't... Okay. So, So, there is some optional shit here that I can get. I'm gonna get them. So... That being 2 1-ups, and well, my life count is atrociously low, so... I like this. I'm gonna switch to X. I'm gonna switch to Buster manually. So, you notice I'm also gonna go for... Whoa, I got that. And I died, but not to fear. I can get 2 extra lives and not just 1. But as you can see there, I was aiming to get the, but, yeah. Yeah, as you see, as you've seen there, I was aiming to get that extra HP drop there, which would be, ooh, whoa, dude, yo, none of that, no. None of that. No, no, no. You got the HP before you bitch. Come on. No, I think I'm gonna be rolling fucker. Well. I had to get those 2 extra lives again, but I end up getting another life on top of that one, so I end up with 7. I think 7? Yeah, 7. Okay. This room entirely turns into a vertical plane. This game kind of expects you to have... Ooh, none of that, none of that. I'm hoping I could have gotten some HP drops off this. Crushed Crawfish. The weakness of Crushed Crawfish is, Triad Thunder. Okay, yeah. I want to try to use, the charged version of it. And that was a swift takedown of Crushed Crawfish. Yeah. I'm gonna note that if you see me go silent during the fight, it's because I'm, like, hyper-focused on it. So, yeah. And, Any problems, Dr. Kane? I pulled some memory chip. I pulled some memory chips from the MMX controlled by Dr. Kane. Or Dr. Doppler. Fuck. I analyzed them and found out that Dr. Doppler is trying to create a powerful new battle body. Controlling by collecting the special abilities from the latest breed of Reploids. Special abilities? Are you talking about the special weapons game? Battle body? First I thought Dr. Doppler was trying to create it for himself. But the information indicates that he will not be able to interface with it. So, it must be for someone else. Sigma? Can he still be alive? A hidden laboratory has pinpointed at point D. I don't know yet. All indications are that it's Dr. Doppler's secret lab. You need to get there immediately. On my way. And sorry, correction. It's Doppler Stage 1 that, this special item is located in, that I mentioned earlier in the video. It's time to put an end to Sigma for good. That was Deeper Voice for 0. Oh, I'm sorry, my... Alright, Doppler stage 1, let's go, bitches! Yeah, this is stage I get, this is the stage I get the special item from. So, any special items in this game does not require full health. It does not. However, this special item in this stage requires you to be at full health to obtain it. That's why I'm not, which is why I don't like it when I keep losing health. Okay? I think I also need all 4 sub-tanks full. Wait. X, I'll help you. I'll stop the collapsing ceiling to destroy that junk robot. It's good thing I can read fast enough. Alright. I tried to do a swift takedown of it, or as fast as possible. X, there's a lot of powerful mavericks in Dr. Doppler's lab. They've all been modified by Dr. Doppler into war machines. Be careful. Be careful. I'll watch my step. Thanks, Zero. I'm going to scout around. I'll catch up with you later. Or I'll catch up later. Alright. So, there's gonna be an opportunity for me to get a ride out. Okay, shit. That's one of the... And that's the one kind of... Oh, fuck me. There's the one kind of... Oh, you fucking bitch! I need to be at full health! Better be. Hey! Yeah, so there's a grind session, yeah. Right, I'm gonna go with King of Ride Armor. And, so, what am I gonna do here is... Essentially, I'm going to grind my HP out until these 4 sub-tanks, until 4 sub-tanks here are all full. So, I will catch back with you. I'll catch back with you when, they are all full. Peace. Please be here, please be here, please be here, please be here. Please. Yes, okay, so. This shit to enhance all your parts. Help you out in any situation. So, again, that was a bit of Dr. Light's explanation. Sewer's cookie cutter explanation. So, what the hell is this? This is the golden armor. It is an enhancement of all 4 armor parts. So, let me clearly demonstrate. It allows you to air dash twice. I just did vertical or that, or I can go like that, too. Now, with that, I also have the Hyper Clash, so that is something. Actually, I'm gonna be heavily utilized. Also, this shield protects me from 100% of damage. Protects me from any damage I take while it is up. Yeah, I got a pretty OP shield. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I know I'm confident in my abilities, but... So, I don't know if this is a fight or if it's the next one. So I have to fight Zero. Okay, no. Or that I had to fight, Oh, hey, I'm gonna also demonstrate another key feature with this, with the golden armor too. I'm just gonna sit here a little bit. So, how's your day going? Oh, and you notice something with X there. If you're sitting there idling, when you stand there for long enough, you get healed. It heals you. You're gonna stand there for long enough. That sub tank is slowly but surely getting filled up. I'm just gonna wait until I don't hear the sound again. So anyway, how's your day? How's your day going? Mine's doing pretty good. Mine's doing pretty good. Yeah. And by the way, yeah. So I'm sure that this has already finished by now. And since it has, yeah. Notice, now that substance full, all I did was sit there with my thumb up my ass. It's a pretty neat feature with the scroll armor. And I'm gonna try to do I'm gonna try to do something with this fight, now obviously this is gonna fill up with acid. So, I don't know what this guy's weakness is, and I honestly don't really care to look it up. How about to not look up things? Yeah. I'm gonna have to be real careful here now. No, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Why can I hit him? I can hit him. And he's dead! Oh my god, dude. One singular unit of HP. Oh my god, dude. Bro, that was... that was... Bro, that fight was... I had to actually hyper focus, and I had to be very careful with that fight. Holy shit. But yeah, that was Dollar Stage 1. Dollar Stage 2, shit's gonna be a little different. And well... Let's just say... There's a special item I get in here. And well... Uh... Alright, okay. I'm gonna reluctantly do this because I don't really want to. But I'm gonna showcase the frog armor. I'm gonna showcase what the frog armor can do. As you can see, I can jump in here because there's not much I can do. You can tell there isn't much. I don't like its armor here, as you can see. Anyway, that's it. That's on the end of the showcase. You're not getting any more. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I kinda don't like this. I was hoping to go across this thing faster, but apparently this game doesn't want to fucking let me. So, how do I get this special item here? Well, let's just say this is the main reason as to why I saved Zero until this very moment. Wrong button. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna press start. X comes into scene. Right? And well, there's where my problem lies. Surprise! I had to beat this. Now, this game wants me to beat this game. I'm just like... Now, obviously, Zero dies, Zero gets defeated, I'm at 1 unit. This is intentional, this is all supposed to happen within the game. Now right now here, as you can see, I am getting the Z. Now right here, you can see Zero's down. What was that explosion? Zero, are you okay? Sorry, X, I failed. It seems my power generator is damaged. He's at low health, essentially. I'll try to get back to Dr. Kim's lab for repairs. You can't tell what's waiting for you, X. You can't tell us waiting for you, X. You better take my... Okay. And essentially... Okay, so this right here, what I have here, what Zero's giving me here, is the Z-Saber. So right here, Zero gives me the Z-Saber, essentially. Crush him all, X. You're our last hope. So, as I said before, I just got in the Z-Saber. I'm gonna let my health regen. What? Maybe it doesn't do. Okay, wait, hold on. Maybe I can't do when the inputs are being done. Yeah, there it is. It's filling up unit by unit. As you can see here. Yeah, I'm gonna cut to where my HP bar is full. Future Silver, you know what to do. So as you can see here, my HP gauge is full. I'm at full health now, so there's nothing I have to worry about. I'm used to Zero's, so yeah, here's the boss fight of this. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you don't need to be at full health to use the, Z-Saber. Oh, and one very cool feature about it. One very cool feature about the Z-Saber is that two shots anything that it hits. It's not a one shot, it's a two shot. But honestly, that's kind of the... Being a two shot is kind of the price I gotta... But being... With this being a two shot, it's kind of the price I gotta pay for not having to be at full health to use it. But honestly, I'd rather that instead of having to be at full health to use an attack. And... Okay, it's like in Zelda, if you have one, you have to be at full health to use like the little beam attack, right? Which most people will do fine with that. It's fine. It's just a little add-on. It does a little bit more damage. So what? But like with this, I kind of don't like it. So now, Doppler Stage 3, which, as you'll see in a very short while, is the Maverick Refights. Now this thing here generates whatever you need. So, generates needs. Need stuff you need. Essentially. Now this one here is Blizzard Buffalo Stage. This Blizzard Buffalo. One I don't use this week. Now notice, I'm gonna be using the Z-Saber to take out most of these bosses from here on out. I'm gonna try to use the Z-Saber to take them out within the 2 shots, within the 2 attacks. Some bosses is harder than others, but yeah, again. With some bosses, it's significantly harder than others, but I can still find a way around it. And it kind of makes the fight go by a lot faster, makes it a lot easier. And but with something like, yeah, Blast Hornet, that's not really something I can do. That's no bueno. That's a no bueno thing I can do. So, I'm gonna try doing quite a few supercharged attacks with Rowdy Beetle. Damn it. Now, that's Gravity Beetle down. Okay, a lot of the bosses I know that aren't much of a pain in the ass when trying to use a buster. I'm gonna try to use the Z-Saber on them. Now, Neon Tiger is the one exception to that rule, because, I kinda had a bit of experiment with that. I kinda had a little bit of experimentation with this. So that's kinda how I know that, I have high success rate with this. So this one is for catfish. Now, I'm gonna try to use this week this time. I'm gonna try not to use it. Right. Yeah, I think it's more funner to have a bit more of a challenge. But yeah. Uh, mm. Now, Grounded Beal, I'm also gonna try to use the Buster on him, so that will be Oh, wait, wait. I kind of initiated the attack. Wait, wait. Wait, I initiated it now. Alright. Okay, I know I said I'd use their weakness, but come on. The Z-Saber's so OP that I need to give myself a bit of a challenge when fighting them. Alright? I hope you guys understand. Well, damn! I wanna... Toxic Seahorse, I will use his weakness on him. And Neon Tiger, I'm gonna use a Saber on him. Just give myself a bit of a challenge. Because I'm fighting fire with, and because I'm essentially just fighting fire with fire, which is what I want to try to do. Oh, would you look at that? Speak of the devil. Ooh. You start hitting me like a truck. And that was the fastest Neon Tiger Buster fight I ever saw in my life. And I say Buster fight because in other playthroughs, normally I would use his weakness on him at this point, but you know, I just realized that there's a faster way to do it. Oh well, the more you know, I guess. Alright, I keep getting extra lives for some reason. Okay, this one I will use a weakness on. Yes, I sound very enthusiastic about being able to use, about having to use his weakness on him. I know, I know. Oh, that was unexpected, but hey, expected and expected, and sometimes the unexpected can benefit you. More long ass explosions. I'm never gonna ever. I'm never using. Okay, so note to self. Never try to use the Buster on. Never try to use the Z-Saber on Bolt Catfish ever again. That took way too long. Tunnel Rhino! I'm not using his my weakness. I'm not using his weakness on him. I think it's Acid Barrier. And you know what? I don't care. That's a yellow shell right there! That right there was a yellow shell, as I said before. That was a good. That was a good fight. Alright. I'm gonna see what I get from this here. Oh my god, I'm at 9 lives. Okay. Oh, wait. That's what I made Saber Shot. Oh, wait. Hold on. Wait, I don't need to stand. Oh, wait. I don't need to edit there. Okay. I hate that if I don't initiate the attack the moment, um... I hate that it'll negate my attack the moment I try to initiate it if I'm getting attacked. It's like that exact frame. So since Dr. Dog was a Reploid, I can wail on this guy's ass. I can wail on his ass. X, I've been waiting for you, X. I am Dr. Doppler. I've been watching your battles closely. Your victories over my men have been most impressive. I need superior Reploids like yourself, X. I offer you the chance to join us. Together, we shall build a utopia where the Reploids rule under the watchful eyes of Sigma, our Lord and Master. No way, Doc. Your schemes end here and now. Perhaps you're not as smart as I once thought. Perhaps I've had to be ripped apart and be born again as a new part of Sigma's body. Now the reason why okay, so this fight is the most tedious one I've ever done, and I'm probably ever going to do, really, in the entirety of the MMX series. Because I'm not letting him get that 1 unit of HP back. I'll just spam this attack. You see, we'll regen all of his health. Okay. That was quick. Again, I keep forgetting that this guy's actually a Reploid. Because I'm like, wait a minute, he's a human. No, he's not a human. He's actually a Reploid. He's actually, Reploid God Maverick, technically. But, like, I keep thinking, like, wait a minute. This guy's a human. First rule of robotics does not harm humans. But because this guy's a Maverick, because this guy's a Reploid God Maverick, I can actually wail on his ass. But, like, okay. You are strong, X. Strong enough to defeat Sigma. Doppler, can you talk? Doppler, can you talk? Sigma's true form is one of the is that of yeah, okay. Sigma's true form is that of a computer virus. I was corrupted by him and I created a horrific new body for him. Where's the body now? It's in the underground hangar of this lab. I don't think Sigma has occupied it yet. Don't worry about me. Destroy the new body before it gets too late. Before it's too late. Time is running out. Thanks, Doc. Thanks, Doc. I'm gonna stop with that voice for action. Ah, fuck it. Oh, that was Doppler fight. Pretty, pretty interesting. Right there, you see Sigma's body right there. That's just quite fascinating. I'm gonna try to carry this. I'm gonna try to carry this shot into the fight as much as I possibly can. Oops. Oh. Okay. We meet again next. It was easy to corrupt that fool Doppler. And I would have succeeded if you hadn't interfered. But we are always destined to meet, aren't we, X? Let this eternal struggle begin. Let this eternal struggle begin. Nope, fuck. Alright. This fight may be a bit slow, but I'm trying to find the perfect timing. Yep. Just as I figured, all I need is a mere damage boost. Okay. I need to attack him during my iframes. Which was so I wouldn't take damage from the contact damage the same frame I tried to initiate the attack. Because the iframes because the damage actually takes priority over that last attack, unfortunately. Well done, Nex. But I'm far stronger than my previous forms. Behold the power of my ultimate battle body! This is your battle body, you weak ass motherfucker? Oh no, this is actually gonna be... Oh wait, no, wait. Whoopsie! Oops. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't let my arrogance get the best of me. Whoops. Well, that was something. Future Silver. Clean up on aisle, what the fuck? Clean up on aisle, what the fuck? So I'm back to the beginning of this second half of the fight. So this time, I'm actually gonna take another... So, I'm actually gonna use up my first sub-tank of this... of the entirety of the two fights. Alright, no. No. Oh my god, dude. Usually this fight's much faster. Did it. Did it once. No, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Damn it. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. That was, Sigma's battle body. Pretty weak, actually. Well, yeah, it took me so long because I was trying to... Because you can only hit him on his head, which is fucking stupid. No, it can't be! I can't even defeat you with my magnificent body! There seems to be only one choice now. I'll possess you. I will possess you. I'll possess you. No, 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 no. Okay. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good! Yes! Fuck yes! Holy shit! Oh god. That was my second attempt at this, but damn, a dead end. Damn, it's a dead end. Give up, X. Give up, X. I will possess your body and rule over the whole world. And rule over the whole world. I was trying to do lines better. And Doppler comes in. Okay, if I didn't go to grab the Z-Saber, that would have been Zero, not Doppler. But unfortunately, this is Doppler's way of saying, sorry I fucked you over, X. I'm gonna sacrifice my life to repay you. This is essentially what I say. You're a Doppler! How did you obtain this? How do you feel now, Sigma? Did you like my special vaccine for the Sigma virus? X! X, I'm sorry I have given you so much trouble. I know I can never really atone for what I have done. But I'll try to set things right by taking Sigma with me. My program is fading! X, it's time. X, it's time to say goodbye. Oh god damn. Again, this is Doppler's way of just going, listen X, I'm so sorry I fucked you over. And the only way I feel I have to repay you somehow. The only way I feel I can repay you is by sacrificing my life. That's essentially what Doppler does. Unfortunately, Doppler ends up dying in the end, but he does it as his way of atoning for what he has done. Do you see the destroyed Doppler lab? X has crushed Sigma's plans once again, but many questions still occupy his mind. And I'm activating the epilogue. Why must humans fight against Reploids? And why must Reploids fight against each other? As X stares into the burning radiance of Doppler's lab, his body trembles from an unknown sorrow. What does the fate of the war? What does fate have in store for me? He wonders. He can only hope that someday Dr. Light's plan for him will finally be revealed. Unknown to X, his destiny has already been decided. Save mankind He must destroy Zero. But only time will tell when and why. Oh god, and that's the epilogue to the game. And that was the epilogue. That was the epilogue right there. And this was Mega Man X3. Oh god. This game, some parts of it are better than others, I'm gonna say that. Like from X1 to 4, the games get so much better. But like X I'm talking mechanically as well. Cause like, yeah, there's a lot more story involved here than there is in X2. Oh my god. The soundtrack again is so fucking good. Bangers galore throughout the entire soundtrack. Some stages I can single out here. Toxic Seahorse, Neon Tiger, Tunnel Rhino, Gravity Beetle, that's also a pretty good. Those are just some I can. Those are just some. Those are just a few examples of them. Cow Crusher. But yeah, it's pretty good. Other things I do have to say is about the fact of how the golden armor, with a combination between the golden armor and the Z Saber, by the end of the game, after you get the golden armor and the Z Saber, you are fucking OP as hell. Yeah, and Chimera, Kangaroo, Hawk, and Frog, and it's down the list. But yeah, those are all 3 armor parts. Those are all 4 armor parts. Right armors. Yeah, it was pretty good. So I like how they add the idea of some bosses having mechanics, having like adding something to their already existing attack patterns, or just negating what they already had and switching it up entirely. Now, some bosses you didn't get to see the chance. You didn't get the chance to see that happen, because for Volt Catfish, he did that. Volt Catfish did it when you see me doing the refight. Now, I was gonna do it with his weakness, but I decided, hey, let's give myself an extra challenge and just do it with that. Crush Crawford. Again, this game and the soundtrack, and even this one, an absolute banger. But the ones that I think are better than that are the ones, the individual stages, that being, and the stages that have absolute bangers in them. Toxic Seahorse, Neon Tiger, Tunnel Rhino, Blast Hornet as well as Gravity Beetle, which are all pretty good stages with songs in them. It's probably the best. Like, the soundtracks are, again, absolute bangers. And I'm just sitting here, what God's Common Machine Itinerary, Zero Itinerary. That must be, Sigma's second phase. Biomark 2. There's a combination of, both, Bit and Bite that you fight. I think that one, that Itinerary or something like that, is the one that you God Snake or something like that, is the Bit and Bite combination. But yeah. Why is this Sigma? Yeah. And the Sigma virus, which you don't fight in this game, however, you have to deal with him and he's a pain in the ass to deal with. I could have died in that round, I would have had to do it again. But luckily, if you didn't see no cuts there, it obviously means that, well, I was successful with that segment. and that was my first attempt. But yeah. Pretty good. X2. So if I had to rank them of the games I played thus far, it's X2, X3, X1. Mechanically, I would have to go with X3 because it adds so. Okay, so the arm parts are better in X2 than they are in X1 or X3. Because in X2 you get to abuse the iframes, in X3 you can't. But however, the Z Saber compensates for that, making you so fucking OP. But anyway, enough of my yapping. This was Mega Man X3. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. But make sure you like and subscribe, and the next video, most likely. And again, as I said before, I will see you in the next video. This was Silver.